First up, the 1973 Washington quarter minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark. Is it just another quarter, or could it be worth more than you think? Let's find out. In 1973, the Philadelphia Mint produced a staggering 346,924,000 Washington quarters without any mint mark. These coins are composed of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, giving them a distinctive appearance and feel. Unlike quarters from other mints, these lack a mint mark, making them easily identifiable. But does that make them valuable? Most 1973 quarters you come across are in circulated condition, showing signs of wear and tear. Unfortunately, these are typically worth only their face value $250. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch significantly more. For instance, a 1973 quarter graded MS67 sold for $1,486 in 2013. Some 1973 quarters exhibit minting errors, such as double strikes or misaligned dies. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors and can command premium prices. For example, a 1973 quarter with a double strike error sold for $1,495 at auction. As of 2023, the value of a 1973 quarter in uncirculated condition varies based on its grade. An MS65 can be worth around $6, while an MS67 Plus can fetch up to $1,300. Top-tier specimens, especially those with unique errors, can reach values exceeding $5,000. To determine the value of your 1973 quarter, you'll need to assess its condition. Here's a quick guide to coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale from G4, good, to MS70, perfect. Higher grade coins are more valuable. Proper cleaning and storage can also help maintain a coin's value. Use soft cloths and avoid harsh chemicals. Interested in buying or selling 1973 quarters? Consider reputable online marketplaces like eBay or local coin shops. Always ensure you're dealing with trusted sellers and buyers. While the 1973 quarter without a mint mark is common, certain specimens in excellent condition or with unique errors can be quite valuable. So, the next time you come across one, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think.
First up, the world of British coinage, to explore the 1991 UK 5 Newpence coin. We'll uncover its history, design, and current market value, especially focusing on those in excellent condition. Let's get started. The 5 Newpence coin was first introduced in 1968 as part of the UK's transition to decimal currency. Initially, it matched the size and value of the pre-decimal shilling. However, in 1990, the coin was resized to a smaller version, which is the design we see in the 1991 issue. The 19915 Newpence coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. The reverse showcases a crowned thistle, symbolizing Scotland, a design by Christopher Ironside. Now, let's talk about its value in today's market. The 19915 Newpence coin had a substantial mintage of approximately 724979000, making it quite common. In circulated condition, these coins typically hold their face value. However, in uncirculated or proof condition, they can fetch a bit more. For instance, recent listings show that a 1991 UK 5p 5 pence coin in brilliant uncirculated BU condition is priced around $2. Another listing for a 5 pence 1991 UK coin in excellent condition is priced at $1,300. It's important to note that these are asking prices, and actual sale prices may vary. Factors influencing the coin's value include its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Coins with minimal wear, clear details, and no tarnishing are more desirable. Special editions, such as proof coins, are struck with higher precision and often have a mirror-like finish, making them more valuable. If you're considering selling or buying a 19915 Newpence coin, it's advisable to consult with reputable coin dealers or refer to recent auction results to get an accurate assessment of its value. Remember, while the monetary value might be modest, the true worth of a coin often lies in its historical significance and the joy it brings to collectors.
Next up, the 1967 quarter dollar with no mint mark, and whether there's any real silver in it, why it's often misunderstood, and most importantly, how much it's worth today, especially if you've got one in fine condition. Let's set the stage. It's 1967, the summer of love. The Vietnam War is in full swing, and the U.S. Mint is facing a coin crisis. The public was hoarding silver coins, causing a shortage of quarters, dimes, and half dollars. As a result, the U.S. government made a massive decision. In 1965, they removed silver from quarters and dimes entirely. That continued into 1967. So, let's clear up the first myth right now. Despite what some may believe, the 1967 Washington quarter contains no silver. None. It's made of a copper-nickel-clad composition layered over a pure copper core. That's right. It's technically not a silver quarter, even though it looks like one from the outside. So, when people refer to 1967 silver quarter, they usually mean the color, not the content. Notice there's no mint mark? That's not an error. From 1965 to 1967, the U.S. Mint intentionally omitted mint marks on all coins to discourage hoarding. So every 1967 quarter, whether struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, looks the same. All right, let's talk money. If you've got a 1967 quarter in fine condition, that's a coin that shows moderate wear but still has clear details. Its base value is, well, $300. That's because it's not silver, and billions, yes, over 1.5 billion, were minted that year. These are rare, but if you've got a 1967 quarter with doubling on the letters or date, you could be looking at $75 to $200 depending on the severity and condition. If it's worn and doesn't have any unique features, it's likely only worth its face value. But check closely. An unusual strike, a clean high-grade coin, or anything that seems off could mean profit in your pocket. So, while most 1967 quarters in fine condition are worth just a quarter, don't underestimate the power of knowledge and close inspection. That next quarter in your pocket change could be a hidden gem.
Next up, the 1999 UK5 Newpence coin, particularly focusing on its value in fine condition in today's market. If you're curious about this small yet intriguing piece of currency, stick around as we uncover its history, design, and current valuation. The 5 Newpence coin was introduced in 1968 as part of the UK's transition to decimal currency, which was officially completed in 1971. Initially, these coins were larger, but in 1990, the Royal Mint reduced their size to the smaller version we are familiar with today. The 19995 Newpence coin belongs to this smaller series. The 19995 Newpence coin features a crowned thistle on the reverse side, symbolizing Scotland, and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. The coin is composed of cupra nickel, weighs 3.25 grams, and has a diameter of 18 millimeters. In 1999, the Royal Mint produced approximately 195490000 of these coins. Given this high mintage, the coin is relatively common, especially in circulated conditions. When assessing the value of a coin, factors such as condition, rarity, and demand play crucial roles. In numismatic terms, fine condition indicates moderate wear with visible details. For the 19995 Newpence coin, in fine condition, the value is generally modest due to its high mintage and commonality. Prices can vary, but typically, such coins hold minimal premium over their face value. For instance, listings for similar coins in excellent condition have been observed at around $1,400. However, it's important to note that these prices can fluctuate based on the coin's condition and the seller's discretion. In summary, the 1999 UK5 Newpence coin is a common piece with a rich history. In fine condition, its market value remains close to its face value, with slight variations depending on specific listings and market demand. For collectors, this coin represents an accessible addition to a British coin collection, offering insight into the UK's numismatic.
Next up, the world of the 1973 DQarter Dollar. What makes it special, and how much it's worth in today's market? The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. But the 1973 DQarter came along during an important time in U.S. coin history. This coin was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark, and came at a time when the U.S. was transitioning firmly away from silver coinage. Here's the kicker. The 1973 DQarter is not made of silver. By this time, quarters were composed of a clad combination of copper and nickel. The U.S. Mint stopped using 90% silver in quarters after 1964, so technically, there are no regular issue 1973 DQarters struck in silver. So why are some of these quarters still valuable today? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and collector demand. The 1973 DQarter features the classic George Washington profile on the obverse and the eagle with outspread wings on the reverse. Composition-wise, it's made of a copper nickel clad, meaning it's not a silver coin. It weighs about 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. But even without silver, these coins have appeal. Now let's talk about condition. A huge factor in value is the grade of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with very fine, or VF, sitting around grade 20 to 35. In very fine VF condition, the 1973 DQarter has moderate wear on the high points of Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, but the major details are still visible. It's not mint state, but it's decent, especially for circulation finds. So, how much is a 1973 D Washington quarter in very fine condition worth in 2025? As of today, here's the breakdown. Very fine, VF20 to VF35. 500 to 1,000. The standard 1973 D in very fine condition won't make you rich, but it's worth more than face value, especially to new collectors looking to complete their Washington quarter set. Next up, the 1995 P Washington quarter specifically, those in damaged condition that can still be worth real money on today's market. That's right, we're talking errors, rare varieties, and die anomalies that make even beat-up coins valuable. Now first things first, 1995. Washington quarters were struck in Philadelphia. That's what the P mint mark stands for. And they're made from the standard copper nickel clad, not silver. But don't click away. Even though these aren't silver coins, they can still fetch silver-like prices, especially with the right kind of damage or mint error, mintage. Over 1.1 billion coins struck. Composition, copper nickel. Clad, not silver. Designer, John Flanagan. Face value, $800. These quarters are pretty common in circulation, but what makes some of them worth so much more, even when damaged? The answer is simple: errors and die varieties. Next, keep an eye out for clipped planchets, when a part of the coin is missing from a misfeed in the blanking press. Even if the coin is scratched or beat up, collectors love these clips. Expect to get $1,500 to $4,000 for a typical damaged example. Then there's the always eye-catching off-center strike. If you find a 1995 P quarter with part of the design missing or shifted off the planchet, even if it's worn or corroded, you're still looking at a value of $3,000 to $10,000 based on how off-center it is and how readable the date remains. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. See you in the next video.